Hey everybody, Mark Johnson here, founder and creative director of Able Abe Studios, back again with another episode of Here's to Your Weekend, number 56. So straight off the bat, I hope everyone's had a positive and productive week. That means, getting things done, marking off to-do lists, whatever it may be, you're being productive rather than just being busy. So that said, I gotta confess for myself that this past week has been a week that's kind of been a little stumbly, haven't really been able to get the momentum like I've done in past weeks where I've kind of just really been able to just kind of push through and get things done, and it wasn't that I didn't get things done. For those of you who see that, a lot of my posts were later this week than they had usually been, and that's kind of what happened. Things kind of got out of hand. Things that were out of my control. It wasn't things, it wasn't me being slacky, or it wasn't me, putting things off. It was just kind of just things got in the way of other things and just kind of made a chain reaction. But the good thing about it is that I've been, tracking my progress. I think as long as maybe the beginning of the year, maybe before that. And so usually what I do, I have a notebook where I kind of write my to-do list every day, every night before I go to bed. And so what I usually do is mark off what I've done for that day, for that to-do list. And then if I didn't get it accomplished, it gets pushed to the next day's to-do list at the top. It goes to the top of the list. And, the plan is to kind of get it done from there, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. What I saw this last week is that my lists were shorter, but each project I was working on was more of a couple blocks of time, so maybe a couple hours, 2 hours, 3 hours. And so maybe I was getting one hour in work on that, and then something would happen, or was getting there late, and then I'd only get the 1 hour, whatever it may be. So I've been tracking that, and so then from tracking the to-do list, I track the hours that I work each day, and I've been seeing a slow decline. I think, I'm just need to start managing my time better. Again, not that I'm just kind of a slacker or whatever, it's just kind of like I said, I gotta cut some of these things out that are creeping in, that I'm not necessarily noticing right away, and kind of be able to regroup a little bit, being mindful of that. But, I kept up with the third day writing, so I've not missed a day on that, and I'm enjoying the process again. If you, like I said, if you've seen the posts I usually post on my Instagram account, my Facebook account, and the blog, those kind of came in a little bit late. Like this won't probably be on the date usually is, but it's after all this other stuff that I had to catch up on. So I'm glad that I'm keeping track of these things, and I know in the past I would be questioning what's really going on, but now that I'm tracking it, from to-do lists and the hours that I'm working, I know where things are slipping away. So I'm glad to be doing that, and we'll see what I can do this next coming week. Obviously another thing which is kind of really, I don't know, I wouldn't say it does affect me, because the heat does affect me, and we're here in Chico, we're just continually, it's summertime, I know, but I would say for at least the last month, maybe even longer than that, the week has been hot, but then the weekend gets hotter. So we're on the weekend today, tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday. Well, today, tomorrow, and Monday is predicted to be 100 plus degrees, and as much as that may not affect me all day, it does affect me partly because it's like I just can't cool down. The house, even with the air conditioner on, it seems a little bit too hot, and it's kind of frustrating. And again, it's not an excuse, it's just like something I gotta keep mindful of, so that I can find ways to kind of work through it. So I do the iced coffee in the morning, not so much, maybe just a half a cup, whatever, and have one later in the day for a little booster. Have fans going, whatever it may be. And I think it also keeps me indoors, so then my social, being social and stuff like that gets kind of, cut down, because I'm, being in the house all day, not necessarily going out, not necessarily, doing things, going to events, because it's going to be too hot. So it's just something I got to deal with. I've been dealing with it for a while, so just going to be able to work through it, find a way to work through it. I always do. So that's been my week in a little bit of a nutshell, but like I said, I'm looking forward towards next week to kind of be a little more productive and knock out some more of these projects that are, sitting. So, I hope you like this video. If you like it, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing on the channel, definitely subscribe. And if you want to share with me how your week was, be it wins or losses, maybe some things that you saw yourself in your own routine that you could be better at, make it a little more fluid, gain some momentum throughout the week, definitely leave that in the comment box below. Love to start a conversation. And yeah, like we always do at this time, have a blessed day. See you on the flip side. Let's go.